Entitled mom wishes that I would go burn in hell since I don't believe in hell. So a bit of context. I was raised Christian, and when I got to the age of understanding the real world and how religion can be, I decided that there was no higher power watching over us. With that in mind, I didn't go to the church anymore after that, so I never got to know the community that went to that church. And boy, was that a mistake. I swear I can't go near any of them without them talking about the same thing. Some conversations got more severe than others, but the one that I'm about to tell you takes the trophy. This took place at one of my favorite sushi bars, and now I work there for now as I am trying to get a different job that is higher paying. I was with my girlfriend and we decided to go to my favorite restaurant for our date. Though as we were walking to our table, I see a group of housewives and two of the people who went to the church I used to go to talking together and chatting about whatever they were talking about in the first place. Then one of them looks at me with disgust when she saw my tattoos, and then they all started looking at me the same way, which was kind of weird to be honest. Anyway, I'm having a great time with my girl and one of them walks over to our table. The conversation went around like this. Cast, OP, ya boy. GF, best in the world. HW12345, the Legion of Karens. M, manager. Housewife 1. Ugh, what have you done to your body with those vile pictures on your arms? Me wearing a black t-shirt with all my tattoos showing and was caught off guard by this comment. Oh, I'm sorry, but what do you mean, my tattoos? Yes, of course I mean your tattoos. Gosh, aren't you the dullest crayon in the box? I laugh at this and have no idea what she meant by dullest crayon in the box. Okay, me laughing on the breath. I'm sorry, but why are you here besides insulting me? Housewife. To tell you that you have sinned and that you need God. Girlfriend. First off, don't insult my boyfriend like that. Secondly, we are atheists and don't believe in God. Thirdly, we don't need anyone and leave us alone. Housewife was shocked by this comment and gasped like it was her dying breath. Then Housewife 2 and Housewife 3 came over to see what happened to Housewife 1. Now most of the people in the restaurant have the attention of the table we are sitting at. Housewife 1. How dare you insult me like that? And the fact that you don't believe in God is ridiculous. This is what God meant about not finishing his creation. Quite frankly, I had no idea that God didn't finish his creation, though since I was paranoid at this point, I decided to reply with this. Didn't God tell you to love your neighbor as you love yourself? The whole crowd was hooing after that comment. Housewife 3. I thought you were an atheist, OP. Yes, I am, although that doesn't mean I haven't read scripture when I was little. Housewife 2, but that is just not possible. Just... Girlfriend. And yet you say that God can do the impossible. Looks like we were both right. Well, maybe just us since we can't prove that God is. OP. I agree. So why don't you leave us alone or the manager will come to solve this situation and I'm pretty sure that this will go our way. The housewives were struck with disgust because of our so-called bad manners. And then Housewife 3 went back to the table, but Housewife 1 and 2 stuck around for a little bit more. Housewife 1. I knew you never were a good Christian. You always were the black sheep of the family. Girlfriend. Don't you talk to him like that. Show some respect. Housewife 2. No one cares about your opinion, golf breath. OP. Now you people are starting to piss me off. Leave now. Manager. Hello everybody. What seems to be the problem here? Housewife. These two verbally abused us and were threatening our lives. Manager. Is that true? Looking at us? OP. If anything, these two are the ones who are verbally abusing us, though no one was threatened with their lives. Housewife 2. Liar. Girlfriend. Hypocrite. Manager. Let me look at footage to see who did who and all of this will be solved. Housewife 1 and 2. No, we will leave them alone. No footage has to be brought out. Housewife 3, 4 and 5 packing up the stuff and paying for the checks were trying to leave so they weren't seen here. Manager. Madam, I'm sorry, but we have to review it since we have a complaint from these two. Housewife 1 looking at me. You two are gonna burn in hell, atheist. OP and girlfriend. We don't believe in hell. After that statement, they head back to the table, pay for the checks and decided to make a run for it. They ended up getting away, but at this point we didn't care. Manager reviewed our footage and our statement proved to be true. We ended up getting free dinner for it and decided that this will be one for the books. I ended up applying as a bartender at the sushi bar a week later since I was out of a job. We decided to have dates at our apartments for now since we were tired of them Karens. Do my shopping for me. No? I'm working? I'm currently working as an online shopper at a certain orange and maroon British shop. The job basically involves me going around the store picking up shopping for 1 to 8 people at a time. On that day there was a lady with her teenage looking daughter, probably no less than 17, who looked a little confused, so I put on my best friendly customer assistance voice while quickly throwing an item in my cart. Are you alright there, madam? She darts her head around and says, "Oh, we are looking for the insert item I don't remember." I remember knowing where the item was and I was going through that aisle anyway, so I just said, "Oh yeah, I'm going there right now, I'll show you where they are." I take her to where the item she was looking for was and park up my cart to grab the stuff I need. She asked me to grab it for her. It was on a hug-up shelf and I'm tall and have long arms and she was pretty short. The daughter was on her phone, so I was like, of course. She throws the item in her bag and says, "I need the second item next. Could you take me to where that is?" The following conversation ensues. Me, "Oh, sorry, I can't. I need to finish up this shopping." Her, "Well, you are doing shopping anyway. You can just get whatever you need in the same place as what I need. What if I can't reach?" Me, "There will be other member of staff, or you could ask your daughter to help." Her, "This is incredibly disrespectful. Whatever happened to customers always right?" Me, nothing. I just can't follow you around and do your shopping for you because I have to do my work." Her, "Go get your manager. I'll sort something out with the..." Daughter, "Oh, for fuck's sakes, mom. You're not doing this again." Her, "Don't you dare swear at me, young lady." Daughter, "Because I should listen to you? The lady who treats store employees as their servants and calls the manager when it doesn't go her way? I was honestly counting down the minutes until you started being a bitch towards the employees." I start to shuffle away. While I can't stand my ground in confrontation, I feel super awkward during domestic disputes. Her, "We're going to talk about this when we get home." Then to me, "Where are you going?" Daughter, "No, we won't. Leave the guy alone. I'm walking home and staying in my room." The mother grabs her daughter by the arm and people are looking into the aisle and skipping it to avoid all this conflict. Thankfully, my little scanner has a button to call a manager, so I quickly press that before things get worse. The manager sees the mother and daughter screaming at each other. Manager, "Both of you break it up." Suddenly, the entitled lady becomes a little child who is telling on a mean classmate. Mother, "Oh, thank God you're here. Your employee is refusing to help me and told my daughter that he will get free stuff if she beats me up." Daughter, "That's not true. My mom is being her usual self, wanting everyone to bend to her will. When I wanted to leave, she grabbed me." Manager, "Yes, I saw that." Tiger, "What happened?" Me, "I showed this woman where the item was that she wanted, got it down from a shelf, then she demanded I follow her around in case she can't get anything else." Daughter, "And I can vouch for that." Manager, "Right then. Madam, I'm giving you one chance to leave the store right now, otherwise I'll call security and have you escorted out." There was no objections from the mother and she left before security was called. The daughter got free stuff of having to put up with all that, and I got to finish after my current shop, so just under an hour early, though that was probably because there wasn't much stuff left to gather. Entitled mom tries to pop our rubber swimming pool just because we didn't let her entitled kid in because blue is not for girls. So, for some backstory, I'm a 16-year-old that lives in a small town in Canada, and we live in a neighborhood with a lot of friendly people, except for a few of our neighbors maybe. So this happened about 2 years ago and I remember it so vividly. We bought a blue rubber swimming pool online and we never even got to put it up, let alone put water in it. So 3 weeks later, we decided to set it up. Fast forward 6 days and I was in the swimming pool, chilling, when I suddenly hear entitled kid, "Mommy, there is a girl in that swimming pool and it's color blue, and blue is not for girls." And us being the only people in the neighborhood with a swimming pool, I knew I was in trouble, so I tried as hard to get out of the pool without making a sound, but all thanks to me tripping and falling backwards in the pool caught the attention of the entitled mom. She goes to the gate that separates the two houses and tells me, "Hey, can my son take a dip into your pool? he really likes it. And I replied with, I'm sorry, madam, but first you need to ask my parents, and second, no, I'm sorry. Entitled mom then goes stomping back into her house, and I thought it was over, only to come back with a pair of scissors in hand. I call my parents and sibling to help pull the pool away from the gate, and my dad goes to the EM and says, "Hey, are you effing crazy?" EM, "Your daughter is splashing all over the place and it's getting our yard sloppy and wet. Ugh." Me, "That's not true." I get cut off. EM, "Oh, would you look at my lawn? Now, if you would like to say sorry, then you would give me your pool." Keep in mind that she said that while my dad, mom, and sisters were there as well. Dad, "What the F, woman? It's just water. If my daughter really did splash on your yard, then I'll have to check the CCTV camera." He walks into the house to get his phone. Later on, he comes back and shows the part where I accidentally fell. EM, "See?" Dad, "Fine, we will discuss this in the house." Now, I wasn't here at this part, but EM called the attention of my mom and told her, "You know what I'm saying? You have 3 beautiful children and all girls, right? And we both know you would not allow your girls to become a... well, you know." Mom takes the mug she had, took water from the pool, splashing the neighbor, then returns to the house before laughing till she cried. But after she did that, we went out and the woman was missing and we were all relieved.